Let's get ready to rumble!
Benzinga Nation, jam-packed show today. Peloton up 5%.
What's up, disciplined investor?
We got Benzinga CEO Jason Raznick here with us.
The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Nash.
Peter Schiff on the Power Hour with us live today.
Interesting, different, unique, innovative companies.
Mia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Jessica Billingsley is the CEO of Akerna.
The best trade idea resource out there. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Happy Monday! Monday night. Woo! We are back at it. This is the Ruell Report. We are ready to get rocking and rolling on this thing. Producer AB is about to get a fiery tweet out there. First things first, we had some things planned for tonight, but with the strength that we're seeing in Bitcoin and ETH in the general crypto market, we would be remiss not to talk about some of that price action, some of these upcoming technical levels that are going to be key for us. And of course, AMC just out announcing that they will be taking Bitcoin as a payment for ticket.
Of course.
Yeah. So Ruell, I know that we're doing a last minute audible, but do you have a BTC chart you could pull up for us?
Oh yeah, of course.
Can we talk through some of the levels, some of the lines that you use when you're analyzing cryptos, etc.?
Let me share the screen. And Luke, we so talked about it last week, right? I was like, okay, Bitcoin is good if it doesn't get, if it doesn't go below 30. If it gets to 45, stuff is popping off. And
Okay.
lo and behold, that's what we have. Like literally, the line's still there from last.
There it
week.
is.
Let
All
me
right.
get rid of these other lines. So
Yeah.
literally, the line's still there from last week. So it's like,
Okay, so that green line is the level we were watching last week, correct?
yeah.
All right, will you extend that over for us? Okay. And we are running right up on that thing now.
Yep, and
Previous
if we
resistance becomes support.
We go out.
You guys
like a
ever heard
day.
that? Previous resistance becomes support.
That's basically the area we were watching, like 30 to 45, and lo and behold, stuff's popping off. You guys
And
know I
walk
love-
me through too. Why was 45 a level for you to watch?
45 for me was a level to watch because it was the next. Whoop, no, I don't want to delete that. It was the next little. Oh my God, I'm just doing so much here. It was the next little hump right here, so to speak. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit more. It was the next little hump in this support. Let's go 3 hours and see if we can see it better. Right here, yeah, it's that bump right there. So that's what we were looking at when we said 45.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's what you were looking at before.
Yep. Now I think
What's
someone
next?
else was looking at the whole death cross thing, and the death cross. Well, technically on my guy, it hasn't crossed the death cross yet.
Okay.
For the daily at least. I think it has for like the 3 and the 4 hour. Yeah, for the 3 hour, it's crossed because it'd be right here. This point right here.
Yep.
So yeah, and in unison, 2 coins I'm high on. Telcoin. It's also having a nice time. If we go back, Telcoin, actually I was looking over my my notes and stuff. Telcoin really got beat down, even though it had a lot of news, a lot of awesome news. But That's good for us. We can just hop in and at almost 2 cents, I think it's a really good price for Telcoin. Same thing for Veracity.
Okay.
But yeah, any questions from the group here
No,
about
no
these price
questions
points?
popping up yet. So if anybody has questions, drop them in there about the price points. Ruel, can you head back over to the BTC chart,
Sure,
and
sure.
can you give me some moving averages on the daily candles, please? So I want to look at, each candle bar on this chart is 1 day. Can we look at yeah,
You
there
want to
we
look at the
go.
daily chart?
Yes, please. Okay, so there's the daily. And then can we take a look at the 50 MA and the 200 MA? And those might even be what you already have on there, but I'm not. Nope, you got the 8.
I think I have. Let's see. We'll just go look. Settings, inputs, style. Okay.
And can you,
Let's.
and
Yep.
somebody
I
in the
got the
chat is
50.
asking which coins we talked about right before we went back to BTC. Could you give us the
So,
update on those, please?
um, those coins were Telcoin and Vera. You want to update on those as well?
Yeah, but let's get these moving averages on Bitcoin for
Okay.
a second though.
So the moving averages I have are 50, 200, and 13.
Okay.
Actually, that might be 8. Yeah, that's 8. So 8, um, 50, and 200 in these colors. I should probably turn on 13 too. I want to turn 13 on.
Oh, can you give me some of these longer ones?
Which ones? Okay, which ones?
I want the. Wait, what color do you have? Colors for the 50 and the 200?
Yeah, 50 is the blue,
Oh,
the
okay.
red is the 200, and the
Okay.
yellow is the
So
8.
okay, can I just look at my blue and my red then?
Okay, let's just go bloop, bloop.
Okay,
There
blue
we go.
is 50, red is 200.
Hmm.
And zoom me in, please. And these are the EMAs, which are a little bit more responsive than your typical MAs. All right, so we're flying pretty above both of those. And the 50 is obviously above the 200 right now,
Yeah,
because
so
we're
we'll turn
generally
off
bullish.
the lap.
Um, so where are we getting tripped up next, man? I mean, it looks like we've got some room to run.
It does.
Like
I
it looks
say the
like
next one.
60.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like 58, 60 right here. Yep.
All right, so I want to throw this one out for the chat, guys. If there are any levels in Bitcoin that you're worried about, because I'm not seeing a ton on this chart that gets me worried. But if there are any levels that you're worried about, drop them in the chat because I want to hear what those levels are. But I mean, it looks like we've got some freaking runway on this thing, man.
Yeah, at least we can conservative. Oh my God, I cannot talk today. We can conservatively say like 57 for sure.
Okay. All right.
So, any questions about that, or should we just move on to Telcoin and Vera?
Nope, but let's keep it moving.
All right. So Telcoin over the last like month, I was really shocked to see this when I looked over my data. Like it's been cut in half, even though it's had really nice news. Telcoin's now moved into DeFi, in which quick swap. In which now you can do DeFi with Telcoin and do like liquidity staking for it. So if we go look at their pools, actually, it might be easier for me to just wait a minute. Let me see charts. Okay, yep, here we go. So tell. Wow, that took forever. Okay, so they have the Matic tail pair, the Bitcoin tail pair, and the USD tail pair, which it keeps shifting on and off. But you can now liquidity stake those, which essentially makes Telcoin like DeFi. And they have a thing called the Tel Exchange. I'm
Okay.
probably spelling it wrong. Tel Tel X Tel X Tel Exchange. Okay, maybe you can find it through their website. Or better yet, I know there's a medium on this. Here we go. It's towards the bottom here. Okay, so here are all the different guys that you can use, and then we'll find it here on Quick Swap. We were over here. Here's the pair, and then Tel Exchange. It's been a while since I've been on here, so they might have some new stuff. Nope, they just reference you back to the Quick Swap. So all of the stuff is done via Quick Swap. So yeah, Telcoin's moved into that whole deal, and we've already been over the fact that they're like a bank now in Nebraska. So big news for them. And then if we move over
Yep.
to
And
Veracity,
Christopher Allen, we want to point out in the chat too, and we asked for some levels that Bitcoin could get tripped up at a couple of minutes ago. He said 49,700 is a place that he thinks could be concerning.
nice. That's very an exact number. I like that.
Yeah, and so he's citing May 14th. So what is that? God, that's like 3 months ago at this point, 4 months ago. And that Bitcoin struggled at that point.
So here we have Veracity. They're continuing to point out that they stake for 25.5% APY. Again, they have their esports where they're holding Valorant tournaments. Um, I actually did a video on them recently, and I broke down something that the CEO said, and it was very important. Like this whole phrase here, it's like a lot to unpack, but it's everything in a nutshell that I've mentioned about the company. Um, Sponsors of the E, ES Fight Club are major global brands that we leverage to utilize POV, and that's the technology they have a patent on, which is proof of view technology across major esports events. Keep in mind that the combination of esports and brands equals proof of view use. Not many competitors there, and the whole proof of view technology that they have basically rids the world of bots. Because when YouTube, when customers go buy YouTube ads, they basically price in the fact that they're like 50 of their views are going to be by bots, like
Yep.
50%. So if you can use this technology and get rid of it, you're thereby increasing the revenue for YouTube. You're increasing the revenue for YouTube contributors. You're just increasing the bottom line. And what the CEO is saying here is like, okay, the combination of our esports, their esports channel, which is like its own Twitch, plus the brand names of Valorant, Tencent, PUBG Mobile, all of those major brand names that are giving them free publicity because they're partnered with them, equals the use of this spectacular, amazing, and unique technology. So a lot, a lot to unpack right there, but really awesome for this coin. And also to note, they just won a contest in which they're now on shopping.io and can be used to purchase items through Amazon, eBay, and Walmart. Now, just like with Bitcoin, you wouldn't want to use it to purchase items because it's an appreciating asset, but just having that utility there is something that's awesome. Um, to say that you can do it if you want to, and it can be easily done through the shopping.io interface. So that's the update on those two. Any questions from you guys out there?
Not a ton. We're getting some Ada love in the chat.
Oh yeah, Ada's having their smart contracts come up soon. I cannot
Maybe.
wait
We'll
to
see.
see what
You've been
happens there.
saying that for a while.
No, because it's been for a while. It's Charles let us know. He said it was going to come sometime late August, early September. That is still on track, so to speak. Like as far as we've been told, it's still on track. So when it comes, I think there's going to be some nice Cardano fireworks, and a lot of people are going to be moving over there. I bet he has a lot of that in the till that he's just holding till that day happens. So um, something I wanted to show you guys is this game called Splinterland. I've been playing it. It's pretty interesting. Um, and the way it works is it's kind of like a Magic the Gathering. If any of you guys ever played that game before, um, it's a play to earn game, and you have these cards, right? And like Magic the Gathering, they have different attributes. So we have like fire, water, earth, uh, life, death, dragon, and neutral. And the dragon and neutral cards can be
And this
kind of
is, and just to slow you down for a
sure,
second,
sure,
but this is a play to earn NFT, correct?
correct.
So
And
you earn NFT without outlaying cash, but rather
no,
you earn the
no,
NFT by playing the game.
no. So
Okay,
you
that's why
play
I'm
with
here.
the NFT cards,
Do you
and you
buy
earn.
those, or are you gifted them?
You're gifted some in the
Good.
beginning. So like, if I go over here to cards, all of these ones that are kind of like grayish are the ones that I'm gifted.
Okay.
All the ones that are bright are the ones that I bought.
Okay.
And some of them, like you can buy or rent. So that's really nice. If you go to the market here, you have two prices. So you have two prices here. You have the price to buy, which is for sale here.
Yep.
And then you have the price to rent, which is also in dark energy crystals here. And the dark
And like,
energy
give me an
crystals.
idea for buying some of these. In terms of USD, what does that look like?
Oh, it's exactly the sale price here. So if you want to buy, one of the things to pay attention to though,
Okay.
you only want to kind of buy the ones on level one because those are going to be the ones that you can actually use. Um, you can still use the level three ones, but you won't have access to a lot of the extra special power ups till you get to a certain level.
So until you've played the game for a decent amount of time.
Correct. And
Okay.
my suggestion now that I've been playing it is I was reading a couple other places where people were saying to rent a card first. And I mean, I think that's okay. But I think buy as many cards as you can first because if you go here and you look at the cards, go all the way down to the bottom. There's some really cheap cards that you can buy. Like this is like literally 40 cents. And it's better to buy some of the ones that are staples than to keep renting them over and over again. Um,
Mhm.
And here you have these dark energy crystals. You can use that to rent things, but this this has two coins under its belt. The Splinterlands coin, which is like its governance token, and it's 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 like flat right now, but it was as high as $1.25. I think it's only a matter of time until people start noticing this thing. And then we have the dark energy crystals, which are the ones that are experiencing the most kind of hype right now. As it's loading, well, I'll just let that continue to load. They're the ones that are kind of hyping up now, but as you play a game, you get paid out in these crystals, pretty much. So they have little quests that you can play, and basically you play your way up the ladder, kind of like a Magic the Gathering type deal there.
Yep.
And if I go, okay, so here they have packs that you could have bought. They're gonna come out with a new pack sometime, I think, this month, later this month. And they have land. I'm not sure exactly how they're gonna want to make the land work, but and their potions and dice and skins and all of that jazz. But the packs in the land are the thing we're most focused on, and you can already kind of battle. And the interesting part about the battle is, so they log all your battles. You can go replay them, and replaying the battles is actually really helpful because if you get your butt kicked, you can kind of look and see what characters the other person used, and if they're good, you can just go buy them. And the amount of dark energy crystals you get paid out in are kind of based on your record. So that's one of the things I kind of figured out later too. If you're getting plastered, and I've been just in gold for a pretty long time now. If you're getting plastered, you really want to focus on your record and kind of just go back and look and see what people are using who are beating you, and try to rent or buy those cards.
Okay.
And I like how they do the daily quests because it's essentially kind of you don't have to do anything but just do the daily quest, and you get paid out in the little dark energy crystals, which it's still loading. Uh, which let's just refresh again. Maybe it'll help. Haha, I did. Okay, so this is the one that's kind of getting all the hype right now. Um, but let's play a battle so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. So once they pick a match, okay. So they have like two sets of rules that they'll have that makes the games even more interesting. So healing is canceled, and monsters have a knockout ability, and then now you have like I have 2 minutes to pick a team, and it's capped at a mana of 50, and the mana is on the side here. So I'm gonna pick the dragon team. The dragon team. Once you pick the dragon team, you have to choose which color you're gonna use. I'm gonna use water. And there's a whole bunch of other intricacies into it that you can kind of check out my video that I have on my site. I go into it like in depth. There's like magic, there's speed, there's health, and yeah. And one of the things we were talking about last week is it capped that you can earn like $20 an hour? Is not. It is and it isn't. You have to have a pretty good record to earn $20 an hour on here. If you don't have a really good record, you can't do that. So you got to be really proficient if you're going to try to earn like $20 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's going out and going to be able to make a living off playing this game, but if you're just trying to get a couple NFTs in your pocket, make a few bucks, then yeah,
if you want to just like play a game and you're gonna like actually get something out of playing it for an hour, you know what I mean? Like okay, I'm gonna get maybe $10 out of playing it for an hour. Then yes, that's what this is. I don't. Yes, let's definitely make that clear. You're not breaking the bank playing this game. Like you're not what is it, making the stacks, for playing this game, or however, stacking the bundles, however the kids say it nowadays.
Stacking stacks to the ceiling.
Yes, exactly. See, I knew you. I know you know, AB.
Yep, and Shelly, unfortunately, no soundboard right now, but tune in back tomorrow on Power Hour, and we'll be there with the air horns, and other sound effects tomorrow.
Can you guys hear the sound of this battle, or?
We can, yeah. It's kind of quiet, but can hear it.
And all the little power-ups are happening right now, and technically the match has already been decided. I could just skip to results. I'm probably going to do that so that we don't watch the whole thing. But there are a whole bunch of interesting things happening all at once. Like there's magic being fired. There's the debuffs and all of that. It's really like a real life functioning happening game. So that I'm going to skip to results, and the way it looks right now, it looks like I'm probably going to win the game, and then I'm going to get paid out in these dark energy crystals. So yep, I won the game, and I got paid out in 10 something crystals. Now there are other people with better records and better like win percentages. When they win, they get paid out in like 60 crystals. And if you kind of just like do the math, like this takes like 2 minutes. 2 minutes times 30 is 60 minutes, which is an hour. So 60 times 30 is like 1,800 crystals, and at 0.005, you just do the math of that. 1,800 times 0.005, and you get a number, which is like a dollar amount. But like I said, the only way you're making that is if you have like the best win percentage, you have the cards to do it. Like it's not something that is a consistent thing, like Crypto Blades and the other games that I've brought to you guys before. But another one that I was looking at today was Arena. Wait, let's go. I literally haven't had a chance to do anything with it other than to kind of look at it.
All right, well, let's take a look.
So the reason I was looking at it was because it was trending. It gotten down to $1. It's back up to like 2 after being as high as 8. And if we go here, kind of looks like they have some type of Crypto Blade-ish things going on here, where it's just like you're yield farming, but you're doing it through these characters and this game. So the actual farming part of it is here. They have ridiculously high percentages right now, but as we all know with yield farming, these things could end at kind of any point. So if you guys want to kind of do this, what I suggest is like invest what you can the first day, but take it out as soon as possible so that you have out your initial investment. And that's what I did with this game, Crypto Blades, which is really painfully easy. You just kind of fight a match. It determines if you're a winner or not, and you sell your characters, and you kind of just repeat that process over and over again, and you get paid out in skill. And I've made God, I've made at least 5 or 6 times my money on this game, and it dumped out, but it's kind of on the way back up here. Crypto Blades. So it's back up to 38. It had gotten as low as like 29, 28, and as high as like 170. Let me refresh again. Yeah. So I was in this, and I told my patrons about this at around like $30. Went all the way up to like 170, bottomed out at like 28, and now we're sitting at 38. So, and this game is literally as easy as this. Like, you go combat, you pick your weapon, it tells you like what the ranks are. So, like, fire beats or water beats fire, lightning beats water, earth beats lightning, fire beats earth, in that order. So
Yeah, that's interesting because it's kind of combining the fun aspects of playing a game, but then you also got the crypto NFT aspects as well.
right, and then you have like, so I'm earth, and this guy has the least amount of power. They say my victory is likely, so I fight. I pay a little bit of gas because it's Binance. This is something like, I don't know, 11 cents or something like that. And if I win, I get paid out in skill. And that skill I can go swap on Ape Swap for money. Well, I can swap it for whatever. I can swap it for Binance Coin or Binance US. I swap it for Binance, and I just swap it out, to my wallet, and I swap it into my KuCoin and all of that. So there we go. I get paid out in my skill. And there's some people, some sites on YouTube where people have like 50 accounts, and they're just doing this every day. And this one you can kind of make a decent amount of money from. And they have a little earnings calculator that kind of helps you know how much money you'll make. Like, okay, so let's say you have how many characters? A character, one character, level 14, all of this weapon, let's just say calculate this. So at the current point in the game, if you have 0 losses with one character, you're making 2 cents. Oh my god. This was way better when the game was actually when it was up towards the 30-cent mark. But let's say you have a level 21 character. Oop. Let's just do 28 because my fingers are fat and that's what I can do. Let's calculate that. Okay.
And then, Ruel, after we get through this, I want to check back on your horse in Zed's Dead or Zed's Run. Sorry.
Okay, Zed Run. Let's do that. I'm holding out in Zed Run. I want to buy a Genesis horse. And the Genesis horses are the horses that are from the company, from Zed Run. We go.
And yes, and to shout out Antonio Miller in the chat, attack that like button. Don't just give it a little tap. Don't just give it a little tickle. Go ahead and smash it. Attack it. I want to see all those likes flying in.
I think this is Zed Run music that we're hearing here. I'm connecting it. Okay, so this is my wallet. I got some money balance over there, but if we go look at my horse, let's see, Chunky Fire. I bred her a little while ago, so she has 16 more days before she can breed. So that's why it's kind of cool to get a mare, because if you breed the mare, you get the kid. And basically, maybe we should do like a Zed Run whole like strategy day if you guys want to do that. But I think it's a really good idea. Let's bring up OpenSea here. It's a really good idea to buy Genesis horses because once everyone continues to breed, right, and you have all these horses out here, and you'll have like 1,000,000 horses out here. Like right now, you got look 74 something. So like you got like 100,000 horses. It's gonna be a really big discrepancy in like bred horses and horses originally from the company. So
Oh, and then real quick before we do more on Zed's run, Antonio's asking what was the title of the game again? The game we were on with the elemental NFTs. So was that Crypto Blade or was that
this is Splinter Lens. Splinterlens.com is where you want to go for that. And to just make sure you have the right site, I would say go through coinmarketcap.com, because if you Google it, sometimes people put up copy sites and they'll take your money because it's the top one on Google. So go through coinmarketcap.com says it's splinterlens.com, and that's how you know for sure that's the one.
Got it.
So splinterlens.com, which is going to lead me to mine, and you can see my crystals come up. So all of that. So Splinterlens, and so yeah, that one was Splinterlens. And here we have, okay, back to Zed Run. I was saying here, I think that buying Genesis horses here are going to be a really big thing, and it's going to be the key to breeding horses. That was another thing I liked about Zed Run, because like Axie Infinity, they have breeding. So if you can really set up a good situation where you can start breeding horses and breeding winners, it could be a really like lucrative thing. But I think you have to have at least like $2,000 or more to get even a decent size stable here. But let's see what the cheapest Genesis male is. And remember, with the male, you can put the male on a breeding. You can stud out the male, but the male will not give you. You don't get to keep the child if you're the male. Only the female, the mare does. So let's see, breed type Genesis. So currently there's only this many for sale. I think there's only 3,000 or 30,000, 38,000 or 38K Genesis horses. So this is the lowest price Genesis horse, Blind Tiger. And let's see, he's probably a male because all the females are the highest price ones right now. Yep. So this is a colt. So he's a male, and since he's a colt, he hasn't bred any children yet. He was sold 2 days ago for this price, which is an amazing price to get that horse at. Yeah, and the way you can kind of go check to see if it's a good horse is to go to knowyourhorses.com. Ooh, they upgraded it. This looks very like way better than it used to. So if you go to blind, what was it? Blind Tiger. Okay, so he's only finished first once, so he may not be that great of a horse. But how many times was it raced? Uh, 33 times. So we're not quite sure that this horse is a good horse. But another way you can check is you can go down here and you can actually click on a race. It'll tell you who finished where, and you can actually go to Z Run and watch a replay. Oh, look at that! They have it so you can actually just click and the replay comes up. It used to
Wow.
redirect you to Z Run, but now it just actually just plays the replay. That's good. We could watch this race, but I'm not going to. But yeah, so that's kind of how you want to do if you want to go through and check and see which horses are good horses. I have a little spreadsheet of mine. I've gone through and checked some horses, and I got a few prospects on horses I want to buy if they're still there when I have the money to buy them. But yeah, it looks like there have been even some more that have been the napping kidnapper. That's a really interesting horse name. I didn't see that one before, but let's give it a look, shall we? Duh, 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 duh. 21 races, only one, maybe one of them, and that is shown right here. So there's one horse that I heard about. What was his name? The beautiful something. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to remember it. He was a Genesis one horse, permanent something. Let me see, perm. Let's just say perm and see if it comes.
So
close.
why do you think the Genesis horses are going to be the best ones to have?
Because they're the most unique. Because they're the horses that are directly from Z Run, and they'll be capped at that amount. You know what I mean? They'll be capped at whatever amount they are, because these are the horses that are directly from Z Run. Does that make sense?
Got it. Yeah.
So they're beginning they're the horses with no parents.
But it's not one of the type of bloodlines, right?
Yes, they are. So they're Genesis. Okay, so the way it breaks down, I'm glad you asked that question, Aaron. So the original kind of like let's do this. The original genotypes are from like Z1 to Z10, but there's ways for you, like if I breed a Z1 and a Z3 together, I get a Z4. So as there will be Z4s that are not necessarily originals, but as far as Genesis horses go, the originals are from like Z1 to Z10, and they're in all different blood types or breed types. No, I'm sorry, bloodlines. So you got Genesis Buterins, you have Genesis Finis, you have Genesis Nakamoto's, you have Genesis Sabos, and they're all from Z1 down the line to Z10. And the real expensive ones, of course, are the Z1 ones, and the people who have those are the people who've had those for like 2 years, because this game is actually about 2 or 3 years old. But the thing that changed was when Matic came around, and Matic made it more more efficient for you to actually do races, because now when you do a race, you don't have to pay so much in gas fees. So remember how we were talking ETH killers and how Ethereum's gas makes some games just basically unplayable?
Right.
Matic came across, and Matic is a second layer solution on top of Ethereum that reduces the gas and makes the network faster. So now you can actually play the game. You can actually breed horses and not have to pay out of your butt for gas, so to speak.
Got it.
So that's what really led to the popularity of this game. And if we go look at Crypto Slam, I'm willing not Crypto Blades. Crypto Slam, I bet they're in the top 20 of all time sales because they've just been ripping it up that much. So all time. Oh, okay. Okay. Ugh. That ad froze me. Okay, so all time. That is all time. Yep, Zed Run. Wait, no, that can't be right. That's not right. All time. There we go. Zed Run here at 59 million is in the top 8. Axie Infinity. This is just ridiculous. They're at is that a billion? Yes, a billion one in all-time sales. That's just crazy, man. So Axie Infinity is just really kicking butt. But yeah, Zed runs coming. If we look at the last 24 hours, Zed runs done a mil. Last 7 days, Zed runs done 6 mil. And we got a couple different things ahead of it. Most of them are like those like CryptoPunk like inspired clubs like Bored Ape Yacht Club, Bored Kennel Club, World of Women, V Friends, Cool Cats, Vogu, which was on Benzinga by the way. So yeah, I'd like to know from you guys out there what you guys would like to see next. Would you like to see like me go over Zed run in depth about like how we were talking about the whole bloodlines and breed types and coat colors? Or would you guys like to see like a whole like Splinterlands rundown where we talk like characters and cards and which ones are the best cards to buy? What else could we do? We already went over our top coins. I don't know. What do you think, Aaron?
We only got about 5 minutes or so left, so I think let's wrap up with whatever you would be most interested in checking out. Antonio's talking about Method Man's NFT game. I'm not sure which one that is, so we'll have to do some research into that before next Monday's show.
Heck yeah, I gotta find that. I love the METHOD.
Oh, he just dropped the name of it, Tykel World, or maybe I don't know if I'm saying that right. Saku is saying my brother keeps telling me about Axie, so I think we already talked about Axie a little bit last week.
Yeah, we've talked about Axie a couple times. I can go over it with you guys, but I personally don't own any Axies right now because they are kind of expensive. Like if you're gonna choose, like unless you got a lot of money lying around, you got to choose if you're gonna do Zed Run or Axie because these horses cost about like 250 like minimum, and the good horses are like 500. And the same thing with Axie. If I bring it up, like a really good Axie is like at least 800, and you gotta buy like 3 of them for a team. So that's the hard part there. Oh! One thing I did want to go over, but let's look at this right quick. Marketplace. All right, I'm not gonna lock my wallet so we can see that. So we'll just look at them. Uh, so is my thing still active? My little. Okay, so I can go over this too, like what are good axes, what are the good decks, because I still look at that. That is something we can do. But one thing I wanted to let you guys know about before we left was Farland. This game is popping off still, and it's not supposed to be playable until December. Um, I've mentioned this a couple times on the show. If we go look at the marketplace, the baseline human is now okay. They've come down some. The baseline human price was sitting at like an ETH. So if you guys want to come on here and like grab these humans, they're at a decent price for right now. But the baseline humans were sitting at like one ETH, or I'm sorry, one BNB, which is like what 330.
Okay.
And you need this just like Axie Infinity. You need three characters to play. Um, I made money on this for a while, just coming through and kind of being like one of the first people to know about this and flipping humans because people would just buy random stuff and not pay attention to which humans had the best attributes. So I came in and I just found humans that had better attributes, but were listed at low prices, and I flipped them. So there's always ways to kind of look at these things and figure out how you can make money. Um, and that's how I made money. I held on to one human, but just to note, the humans with the darker skin actually end up being like the best humans. They have the better ranks. Um, and they've just added that was weird to see. They just added weapons and equipment, so they're getting things going on this game so that it'll be ready to roll in December. But this guy has like some boxer briefs or whatever, or some boxers, and that gives him, it seems, 3+ intelligence. But no, also you can stake on here. You can stake the Farah coin, and you can make money that way as well, a little bit. But yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know what you want to see next week. Please put it in the comments or put it in the show comments. I'll go back over the show and and look at the comments and see if there's anything there.
Yeah,
let
if
me know
there's
what you
any particular coin or any game or even any NFT series you want us to check out, we will do it next week, next Monday on the Ruell Report. I'm seeing a question from BHHH in here. He's saying if you're long futures perpetual with $100 with 100 times and you get liquidated without putting a stop loss nor take profit, what will happen next? I got to be honest with you, BH, that's above my pay grade.
Dude, yeah, I don't know about that one.
I don't even know if we're I don't even know if we're talking crypto futures or stock futures or what. So give us some more clarity there.
That sounds like some Bill Huang Archegos stuff to me.
I know, right? It sounds I don't know.
Like you're leveraged on derivatives over here, guy.
I know. That makes my head hurt even thinking about it. All right, Ruel. Well, I thought that was a great show. I got to check out the Splinterlands. I got to get an account over there. I'm still looking to buy my first horse on Zed's run, so I'll let you know if I end up doing that. But like I said, drop us in the chat if you want us to check out anything next Monday in particular.
All right, hey, you guys know, hey, little Chunky Fire, she's up for sale if somebody wants to buy her.
Great name.
I'm gonna get another. I'm gonna get another horse anyway, but Chunky Fire, she's up for grabs here. She's a Buterin. She can breed. She has 16 days left to breed. Yeah, she's up for grabs if you want her.
I'll do some research. I might hit you up next Monday live and ask to buy your horse. You never know.
All right. Oh, and you guys, I did get a helium miner. I'm waiting to see. It's syncing right now. I'm going to wait for like a month's worth of data, and then I'll definitely do a report on here because helium just did a halving. So I'll definitely do a report on like is it viable to still get a helium miner?
Sounds good. Yeah. And you said you were going to set that up at your brother-in-law's, right?
Yep, and he let me set it up over there, and it's looking pretty good now. It's just syncing. We might end up having to move it, and I'm gonna have to do some magic there. But yeah, I'll let you guys know like what it earns in a month and see what happens.
Beautiful. All right, Ruel. Well, have a great rest of your night. Thank you all for joining us on the Ruel Report. Please smash the like, give us some feedback, drop some comments, and as always, we'll be back next Monday.
Have a good one, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Peace.
Peace.